Happy Monday, everybody. Johnny B, Learn Pro Recording. You know, the site that not only shows you how to do a little recording, but more importantly, and just as important, how to get paid for it. Hey, disclaimer straight up, before I say anything else, if you are sensitive to real talk, turn this video off right now. Do not go any further. This is not for you. If you're gonna get your feelings hurt because I'm about to say some stuff and maybe talk crap about you specifically, you'll know who I'm talking to when I say what I'm gonna say, and it's gonna make you mad. So if you don't want to get angry with me, turn it off. But if you do want to continue and see what I have to say, please listen to me. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to make you mad. My intention is not to piss people off, but it's inevitably gonna happen. We're even going to lose some subscribers today, but that is totally fine. These are people that I don't need around me because I run a commercial studio in Los Angeles, California, and we are busy. We're busy. I mean, we got work. You know what I mean? And we've been around for a minute, so it ain't like we just started yesterday and we don't know nothing, but what I want to talk to y'all today about, and let's go ahead and get this on the table right now, because what I want to talk to you today, you probably saw the description and you wonder, what's he talking about? Cracked plugins. Yeah, stop using cracked plugins. Anybody that's using cracked plugins, I don't get it, man. You say you want to be an artist. You say you want to be in the music industry. You say you want to create songs and sell songs. But yet you're stealing the software that you use to do these things with. Turn it off now. Just get rid of me. You don't need me around you. Listen, there's all kind of reasons for it and things like that. And yes, I'm very passionate about such things because I pay for my tools, and I enjoy paying for my tools. If there's a tool out there that can do what I need to get done, and I like it, and it works, and I enjoy it, I'm going to pay for it. It's the same thing as if you're using hardware. Look, we're an analog studio. You see behind me, I've got an analog console. I've also got analog outboard gear in the racks. And yes, I use it. Now, you wouldn't go into Guitar Center and pick up a compressor and just walk out with it, would you? No, probably not, because that's stealing. It's the same thing if you go to a site and download a cracked. You know it's cracked. I mean, you do know that Waves bundle that you got, the Mercury bundle years ago. Yeah, bro, it's cracked. Stop. It's time to grow up and you treat this as the art and the business that it is. This is an art. I mean, look, if you go to college and you get a degree, it's recording arts. It's an art. This is what we do. Look, I'm not a musician. I don't play music I don't really play music for a living. But that doesn't mean I'm not an artist. I'm an artist when it comes time to putting things together and molding and shaping and making the record come together and just sound amazing. Bro, I mean, if you've ever been part of a process of a live band recording their record, or a real musician's putting together an album. You usually start with the drums, play into a click. You might have a little scratch guitar in the background, play into it. But then you're gonna build it. You're gonna grow it. You're gonna add parts to it. You're gonna add this. You're gonna mold this. You're gonna shape that. You're gonna put this in where it belongs. You're gonna add vocals. You're gonna put vocals. You're gonna stack some vocals and make the chorus a little bit bigger. Dude. And when it all comes together, in the very beginning, you might sit there and go, oh, I don't know, it doesn't really sound good. I don't really like it. The drums just aren't hitting like they're supposed to. Cool. But when it all comes together in the end and you're sitting there going, dude, yeah, that's an art. This is what we do, man. We are, as engineers and producers, we are artists. I know engineers, and I know of engineers. I know one in particular that, dude, when I first met him, he was a kid, man. He was 21 years old, just fresh out of school and learning stuff. And, man, he had the passion, bro. He just had the thing, man. And I kind of knew it. I kind of saw it in him when he was coming up. He was an intern here at my studio, and I kind of worked with him a little bit, gave him some opportunities to work with some people. He met some working with that. He was his assistant on one session. He met the artist. Then the artist was like, "Hey, you're a pretty cool guy. You should come over. Show me what you got." So he goes over with the artist. Now the artist is like, "I really like working with you. I want to continue to work with you." While he's working with that artist, he meets a producer. Then that producer introduces him to another artist. Then that artist introduces him to her friend. And she's an artist and she wants to sing. And she wants that engineer because he's a cool guy and he knows his stuff. And yes, he's an artist. And no, he's not using crack plugins. Not anymore. I mean, maybe one time in his life he was trying to experiment with some stuff. And he might have downloaded some. He might have downloaded FL, or he might have downloaded the Mercury bundle from Waves. There's so many advantages to buying your software. I mean, Wave stuff is so cheap now. It's always on sale for $29. Go buy what you need. There's a subscription thing now. You pay $14, you get everything. I mean, come on, there's no excuses. And also there's no excuses because I'm going to give you guys today a free plugin, and that's going to set you up as long as you sign up to the list when you go get this free plug. I'm going to put a link in the description down below. Y'all go grab it. It's just to let you know what it is, I'll throw a picture of it up right here. It's a Pultec style EQ. I know you guys are going to love it. I love it. I use it. And it's free. It's free. You don't have to steal it. You don't have to try to crack it. And dude, my favorite reverb that I use on snares, other than the one that's in my rack, the hardware version, it was a free plugin. It was a free download from this same site. This is actually expert.com. Pro Tools Expert, Logic Expert, whatever. It's the expert.com. When you go there from this link that I've in the description, sign up to the list. Every Friday, you get a free plugin. Every Friday, I'll say that again. Every Friday, you get a free plugin. It's called Free Plugin Friday from this same place. Yeah, some of them suck. Some of them aren't that great, but the majority of them, you can use it. And it's free. You don't have to steal it. Okay? You're going to keep your karma in check. You got to keep your karma in check because we are artists. We are we're in a creative space, and karma, we get attacked a lot. We get attacked a lot from entities or universes that want to be where we are but can't because they don't know, because they don't understand, because they're not artists. I do consider myself an artist. I do consider myself worthy of being called an artist. When your client is sitting next to you at the console when you're dialing in your drum sounds, and that client just looks at you and goes, "Bro, that snare drum." You get that face. You know what I mean? You get that funk face. Bro, it's just that's the feeling that you get from being an artist. It's the same thing, man, if you're the guitar player or you're the bass player and you look out in the audience and some dude is giving you the funk face. You're doing your job, bro. You know that you've got the funk, you got the vibe, you got the art in you, and people recognize the art. So this is what I'm talking about. So not only am I going to give you this free plugin, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about another thing I want to give you for free. I have put together a mastering session, a mastering template in Pro Tools that you guys can use. And it uses stock plugins that come with Pro Tools. So if you got Pro Tools, you have these plugins. And there's no excuse for having to use cracks. There's just no excuse for it. So please download this template. It's absolutely free, and you're gonna get to use it. And this is actually the template that I use when I do mastering here in my studio. I don't do a lot of mastering because I'm usually the mix engineer. And if you are the mix, and this is another part of the art, if you are the mix engineer, you should not master. Give it to someone else to master. Let someone else master it. Or if you have not mixed it, it's fine for you to master it. Okay? If one of your buddies is mixing, then you master. If you're mixing, then let your buddy master it. It just gives you a fresh set of a new perspective on the song. Somebody may not have been sitting in the mix for hours or weeks or months or whatever, however long it takes y'all to mix a song. You know what I mean? So I mean, some mixes take mixes are never done, by the way. You abandon a mix, you let a mix go, you just move on to the next mix, let that one go. It's done. It sounds great. You're always going to find something that you can fix. You're always going to find something you need to fix in a mix. So there's that. When you guys download this template, it's going to put you on my list. There's a way to get on a list to get a free template every Friday. I have a system called Free Template Friday. So every Friday when you're on my list, you get a template. It's either a template or a preset. I don't know if you guys understand what presets are, but presets are going to save you a ton of time in a recording session. Like you might be recording drums, and all of a sudden the singer says, "Ooh, I want to sing on that." You need to set up tracks so that the singer can sing. Man, if you got track presets already ready to go, it's one click. It puts all your tracks together. So I'm gonna show you this mastering template that I use. Be aware that the meter that I have in the template is just the stock. It's the only stock meter that comes with Pro Tools. I personally don't use that one. I use a third-party plugin that I paid for. The third-party plugin that I use is the VUMT from Klanghelm, and it's $20, you know, and I like it better. I like to see VU meters doing their thing, man. That's just, again, it's showing my age and how long I've been doing this stuff. So, you know, I like VU meters. I don't use the meter that's in the template. I point over here because that's where it's at. It's on my laptop. I'm looking at it. I don't use the meters that's in the template, but they are there. Those are the only meters that come with Pro Tools that you can use. You probably have others if you have any of the wave stuff, not the cracked waves. Don't be using no cracks. So, you know, there's other advantages. There are other advantages to not using cracks. Updates. Whenever there's an update for Pro Tools or an update for Logic or an update on your operating system or an update on this or an update on that, the cracks don't update. So they may not work. They may cause other things to not work properly in your DAW. You can't. It's really difficult to crack your DAW. Although I've heard it can be done. I'm not advocating. I'm not saying that it can be done. I'm not saying it should be done. But I've heard that you can crack some DAWs. You shouldn't. You guys that are producing in FL, man, please pay for your product. FL does not cost that much money. And if you're making money, making beats, you're making money creating songs, you're making money streaming, you're making money on, you know, putting your songs on TikTok, whatever. If you're making money with your products, you need to pay for your products, please. It helps everyone out because you are trying to make money selling your songs. Someone else is trying to make money selling their songs. Don't go stealing the software that you use to make your song. It's just, it's not good karma. Let me show you this Pro Tools mastering template using only stock plugins. This is what you're going to download. This is what it looks like. Okay, I've got all the plugins open. I've got just a basic EQ, a multi-band compressor, a limiter, and then dither. Dither doesn't really, you kind of have to have it so it makes digital stuff sound a little bit less digital, I guess. But yeah, now understand that the dither should be the last process on your chain. So please notice the chain itself. It does matter how you have things listed, okay? So the first thing that you're gonna do is normalize your track, okay? You're gonna import your track into this, put it on the track that says track, and then select the track and go to your audio suite and open up other and then normalize. And just normalize it to 0 dB. You should master an album together, all the songs at the same time so that they're consistent with each other as well as whatever reference you're using. Okay, so the first thing you should do is normalize, okay? Okay, please notice the routing in this session. I do print internally. Now, some say it sounds better. I don't know. I mean, it's really difficult to tell unless you're listening on some really high quality headphones or, you know, some really expensive studio monitors. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell a difference. The reason that I like to print internally, let's say you got a 5-minute song you're dealing with. Oh, let's go with a 4-minute song. Okay, you get right near the end and you hear something like, oh man, I wish I would have changed that. So you can go back in and change it and then just punch in. Okay, if you hear something that you want to change or you hear something that you need to fix or along the way, you can just go in and punch in. Whereas if you're bouncing to disk, you got to go start that whole process over. I know it's not very long. I know you can bounce to disk without using outboard gear and it's a lot faster. But at the same time, you know, I don't know. Some say it sounds better. I just find it's more convenient if I got to punch in. If I hear something different, I got to change it, okay? Then, once your track is printed, you simply have to export it. And then you could airdrop it or email it where it needs to go. You can airdrop it to your phone, go out in the car and do the phone test, that kind of stuff. So, notice that the output of the print track doesn't go anywhere. You don't want to have the output of the print track going to the speakers while you're actually playing it, because then you'll hear the print track while you're actually printing it, and that's going to cause some feedback, and it won't be pretty. Okay? So, follow the plug-in chain. All right? So the way that the chain works is EQ first, then the multiband compressor, then the limiter, then the dither. And notice that the meter is only on the master fader. That's what we're listening to. So you don't want to run your audio through the meter in case the meter does add some coloring to it. Depending on the meter, it may add some color. Like the Waves meters, I think the WLM meter adds an analog feature. A lot of the Waves plugins adds that analog feature, and it will add some color to your tracks. So just put this on the master fader so you're only watching that. You're only paying attention to the meter. You're not printing through it. Okay? So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is my presentation for today. I know it was quick and short, but you guys can download this mastering template for free. The link is in the description. I'll put a link to it there. Just go grab it. Get on the list for the free Template Friday. It's awesome. It's free. Hence the name Free Template Friday. Every Friday, you're going to get a template or a preset sent to your email. You don't even have to do anything, man. You just got to get on the email, get on the list. It's going to send it to you. I'll put a link to that down in the description. Go grab hold to it. Have a great week, everybody. My name is Donnie Baker. I am your mentor and your coach here at Learn Pro Recording, or LPR as we like to call it. And go forth. Have a great week. Do not crack your plugins. Pay for your software. Pay for your life. Pay for your business. Grow that business, man. This business can take over your day job. You just got to go make it work. And if you need some help with that, reach out to me, man. I am here for you. I have built all of this, and I am here to share with you how I did it and to help you build yours. I can coach you. I can mentor you. I can help you build your business to help you quit your day job and do this full time, man. What's more fun than doing what you love to do and getting paid for it? Nothing. That's what I'm saying. Unless you like to fish, then there's fishing. Just no more fish jokes. That's for my bro. So, hey, you guys go forth. Have a great week. Donnie B, I'm out of here. Peace.